Right everyone, so today we're going to be talking about Demon Slayer once again. I'm a bit late to this one. Season 4 ended about a month ago at this point. But who cares? Time schmime. I almost snotted all over the place. That would have been awkward. Today I'm going to be talking about how I feel the trilogy of movies that are coming out in the next few years will make Demon Slayer one of the best animes ever. Demon Slayer is almost already up there based on animation alone. It is one of the most stunning shows I think I've ever watched. And story-wise, it's pretty good as well. It's not like the best of the best story-wise or anything. But what Demon Slayer does very well is hyping up its fights. Every single fight I have seen in this show is magnificent. Especially the entertainment district, man. I still have dreams about that scene to this day. It is so good, man. But with season 4 just coming out, I can say with utmost confidence that it is definitely the weakest season of the show so far. But I believe it is a very necessary season. I did enjoy the level of calm in season 4, but at the same time there was something in the back of my head being this is too calm. And I feel like they purposely made this season so you constantly have that in the back of your mind and you're anticipating something big. But at the same time, it was nice to have a little bit of calm because we got to know Giyu a bit more. We got to see a bit more of the Serpent and Wind Hashira. And there were some little gems in there along the way, like the Mist Hashira facing off against the Serpent and Wind. And of course, Tanjiro annoying Giyu by trying to get his attention so much. It was good. It was a nice feel-good season. There was a few funny moments, especially with the paper airplanes and stuff. It's it was so out of pocket. What I want to talk about is how they ended it. With that whole scene of Muzan walking up to the mansion, which took 7 working days to get there. But when they finally got there and he was talking to the head of the Hashira, which I cannot remember his name, I loved it because these two characters were the top of the top on either side. And it was nice getting to know about his curse as well. And then we find out that he is actually blood related to Muzan, and that is why his entire family ever since Muzan is cursed. I just really enjoyed listening to these two characters actually speak to each other, and the fact Muzan actually let him speak for so long is kind of wild to me. But nothing could have prepared me for him blowing up the fucking mansion, my guy, with his wife and children present in the room. Which, little side note, how is this animation, bro? It literally looks like they just got an aerial view of a nuke. It was good seeing the Stone Hashira in action as well, because apparently he is the strongest Hashira. And that really got put into perspective when Muzan shot those blood thorns at him, and my guy dispersed of those things with ease. But what I like about this little scene is you see Muzan kind of shitting himself just a smidge because he was caught off guard. He wasn't anticipating him to blow up his entire mansion just to kill him, you know? But my favorite part, obviously the Infinity Castle is definitely the top of the favorites list of this season, but a little small tidbit that I seen that I really enjoyed when I first watched it is when all the Hashira see Muzan for the first time ever. They've heard so many things about this man, but none of them have ever laid eyes on him. But my favorite part about that scene is when we see Tanjiro see Muzan again. But Tanjiro is the definition of on-site, my guy. All of them are on-site, but his voice actor and everything just nailed it. Just the way he screams his name. Fucking goosebumps down my spine, man. Bro, I loved it. I fucking love revenge tales, man. I've always been a fucking madman for it, but not every show makes you wait 4+ seasons to see this revenge tale pay off. What I really wasn't expecting was when all of them jump in for the attack and he transports them to the Infinity Castle, because as I said, it looked like he was backed into a corner for the entire scene before that. And I don't even need to say anything about the Infinity Castle part, man, when it was just swooping through everything. I've seen it all over TikTok, I've seen it all over everything, man. Everyone was just flabbergasted when they seen this scene. It was so fucking hype for a season of a show to be this slow and have this epic of a payoff is kind of crazy to me. And one thing I've been asking for since season 1 was to make Zenitsu a badass while he's awake, because up until he got the letter, he was just consistently the same. The only cool things he ever done is when he was asleep. And yes, I know that was a part of his character, but it's damn, you go through all of this training while you are awake. You're not asleep during the training, and all of this shit happens to you and your friends consistently, and not a single change happens in your personality, you know? You're just absolute blubbering crybaby the entire time. My God, you have literally taken on the upper 6, bro, and won. You lived to tell the tale. I don't know, Zenitsu was just a character that I felt had so much potential, and it really pissed me off that they just kept him as this crybaby weepy little cunt. But now saying that with this season, now knowing that after he got that letter he is now locked the fuck in, I kind of understand why he was such a blubbering crybaby the entire entire time because they were coming up to this, you know? You were kind of making you want to root for him to be a good character. But a lot of people give Demon Slayer criticism for just being solely based on action, but at the same time, I think that is what it does best. Stick to what you're strongest at, you know? And the fact that they do fight scenes so well just makes me so hyped for the next few movies, because it's going to be basically all action, my guy, and it's going to be the most satisfying show of events ever, because we're going to be fighting the top dogs. People are 100% going to die. The stakes have probably never been higher than this, and in the last movie we're going to eventually see them take on Muzan. The reason I'm making this video is because I am an action head. I love shows that just have action, but at the same time have a compelling story behind the action, you know? Like Attack on Titan, for example, in my opinion, one of the best written literature ever created, man. It is just fabulous, fucking fabulous, and the story adds to the action, and I feel like this is going to play very well into these next 3 movies because we're so hyped because of that last episode, and then at the same time there was a lot riding on this moment, and it is something that we have been waiting to see since the very beginning, after you see Tanjiro's family being slaughtered, and that just keeps building and building and building every time you see the other Hashira's backstories about how they became a Hashira, and then you see their families being killed and loved ones and all that stuff. It just makes you hate the cunts and makes you want to kill them all. So I feel like that in and of itself, even minus all the other story elements, is going to make these 3 movies just so fucking satisfying, man. Because I know we have the big fight with Akaza, we have the big fight with number 2 and Inosuke, which I'm so hyped for, and then obviously we have Upper 1, which I learned something about not too long ago, and it just makes me even more hyped for that fight. I actually learned 2 things about that fucking Upper 1 that is so interesting, so you guys are fucking, you aren't ready, man. It's going to be so hype. I don't know how they're going to do these reveals or whatever, but like it's going to be so fucking good, man. And like the anime in and of itself, animation spectacular, absolute spectacle, I must say. But this is a movie. This is movie level animation. They are taking a step up from their old fucking stuff. So like the fight scenes and the choreography and everything in this is going to be even more amplified than it usually is. But yeah, it is a bit annoying having to wait like 3 or 4 years plus to fucking get these movies. A lot of people are saying that they're trying to milk the ending, but at the same time it is a pretty fucking big spectacle. There's gonna have to be a lot for them to fit into 1 season. So I don't think they would ever be able to fit the entire Infinity Castle arc into 1 season. It would probably have to get split up into like fucking 3 or 4 seasons anyway. So it just kind of makes sense in the movies, so they could just kind of put a season per movie, if you know what I mean. But yeah, as I said, Demon Slayer does action so fucking well, and with the stakes as high as they are, I'm gonna be on the edge of my seat watching this, and I do feel like these 3 last movies are going to make Demon Slayer one of the best of all time, without a doubt. Because even if you are more of a story person than you are a fight person, there is no fucking way in hell you have seen season 1 to 4 of Demon Slayer and you're not going to enjoy these movies, you know? But the crazy part about that is, man, I'm gonna be 27. No, 26? By the time these movies come out, 26, 27. Oh my god. Age is starting to sound a bit serious, man. What the fuck? Hello, it's future me here. I just wanted to take this time to thank you all so much for the support over on the newest video. Right now as I speak, it's on 2.2k views. Jesus Christ. 96 likes. And we gained over 55 subscribers from that one video. Thank you all so much. You are all a bunch of legends. To the outro we go. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and just give my thoughts on this because I'm just so excited. And I hadn't talked about it, you know. I made a whole fucking video talking about Demon Slayer from season 1 to 3. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Are you as excited for this as me? Do you have the same thoughts as me? And also, what did you think about season 4? I'm real interested to hear your guys' takes on this. But yeah, if you're new here and you like my face, make sure to subscribe. Check out the channel also. There's a whole variety of different types of content on there, so I'm sure something will tickle your fancy there. But yeah, with that said, Demon Slayer, fucking bring it. Bring it. Give me all. Give me all of it. Well, with that said, before I pop a blood vessel, it's been EXO, and I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one, folks.